All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Certainly, definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon member, Josh. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. And all live streams are partnered with Mint Mobile, but more on that later. So let's take a look at this right now. If you go to Tesla's website, the price for the Tesla Model Y 7-seater configuration has been reduced $1,000 less. Now it went from $2,000 as was the price before, now down to $1,000. But before we get all excited with this, there's one thing you have to, there's a big disclaimer with this. You can't just get it for $1,000, be happy and move on. If you go to Tesla's website, you can see that you have to add some sort of color option, both either on the exterior, well, not both, it's either or, whether it's on the exterior or on the interior. So if you go like white exterior for the white paint, which costs $1,000, some of you may remember that it would have been free not that long ago, and go with black interior, which is free, then you'll see that the 7-seater option is $1,000 from $2,000. If we were to go stealth gray, which is free, and black paint, which is free, or black interior, you can see that the cost of the 7-seater is $2,000. So I think the move here right now is, well, it kind of depends. Do you want white exterior or do you want white interior? But the move might be like a stealth gray exterior with a white interior, and then go with the 7-seater for $1,000, which you get the best deal, best price for sure with that. But maybe if you got kids, then you don't want to get a dirty white interior. I can see that, even though that the white interior is pretty strong from what I've seen for Tesla interiors, especially if you do like some sort of ceramic coating or something like that, it should be perfectly fine with protection. But I get it. Maybe you still don't want that. Then maybe you want the black interior, and then you got to go with a blue or white exterior. Solid black is $1,500, so that goes up a little bit more. So maybe like a blue with black interior. I personally like the blue exterior Model Ys. That's the best. And then you get the 7-seater for $1,000. Now, before we get into any further, big disclaimer with the 7-seater, it is not a big size 7-seater at all. It's, I would say maybe even, I don't know, I'm hesitant to put anybody back there, maybe even little kids, because it is very, very, very tight. It takes up a lot of the trunk room, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that want the 7-seater because of family size, or maybe they're going to use the 7-seater every so often for when the family comes into town. So I get it. They have the option to be able to have 7 seats could certainly be more than, be worth it for sure, but you're not going to use it on a daily basis, but maybe once every few months or once a month, then I can certainly understand where this could play as a big convenience factor for sure. But it's certainly not meant to be used on a daily type of usage, at least from my perspective. But at $1,000, I think this is kind of a no-brainer, because a lot of people out there do want this 7-seater, and so it kind of builds like this weird value for it, because at one point the 7-seater, I want to say, was like $4,000. And so depending on when you might have bought a 7-seater or when you didn't, it was a pretty expensive out there. And so now we can kind of see why Tesla added a bunch of different discounts on 7-seater Model Ys early last month, is because they just wanted to get rid of every single 7-seaters to try and clear them out. Maybe they don't see a lot of turn for these Model Ys, maybe don't sell them quick enough, and so that's why they're trying to drop the price of these Tesla 7-seaters ASAP. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff with this. Let me know what your thoughts on it. What is your build configuration between the Tesla Model Ys? I mean, if you have the budget for a 7-seater, you can stomach that extra $1,000. I might think it's worth it just to be able to get it, not even use it at all, because I don't think you lose any of the trunk space. Maybe you lose like a little bit, but just that ability is going to build more value for your Model Y later on when you go to resell in like 4, 5, 6 years or something like that. And so especially if you can find one in inventory with a good discount, then I would say that might be the best deal. That is for sure to try and get a Tesla Model Y with a 7-seater. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.